We got the big 1-0 vlog number 10-1-0. Let's go. So, I think this week's readings basically focuses on technology and the rise of technology and how it's changing our daily lives for better or for worse. And I want to start out with like the main essay that kind of got us like introduced to the topic of technology, which was Wall of Sound by Nikhil Saval. And he basically focuses on the iPod and how it was the first of its kind, and how like you could basically carry a cell phone, not even a cell phone, you could carry the iPod, you carry a portable device to listen to music. And it was, at least it was the fad of the time. People were walking around with their iPods. Or like, oh my goodness, maybe that's where they got the name AirPod for the headphones. Huh. But yeah, they talk. Wall of Sound basically talks about like the history of the iPod and how music and consuming music has changed itself. And it shows how like from the beginning to the end, it takes us from where it was then to where we are now. And in the Judgment of Thamus by Neil Postman, it shows how like I think these two articles are connected because one is trying to tell us the history to now, and this article, Judgment of Thamus, is trying to tell us how it's changing our lives, like in general. So he explains how technology can be both a good thing and a bad thing, because even though we could have all this new technology, like a new iPhone released every year with like the new headphones released every year, although we're having all this good technology, it comes at a risk, because even like it just seems too good to be too good to be true. And there's obviously a catch to it, and as we find out later, there is a catch, because of this technology, all these like big corporations, like they basically know us. Sometimes it's they know us even more than our own family. Like, they know these big corporations, the secrets we keep on our phones, they know. Our families don't even know the secrets we have on our phones, and it's just insane. So um in Jin Television and Social Surplus by Clay Shirky, it shows, or he talks about how like when his generation had free time, they just did like the normal thing, like watch TV, but by basically like doing your normal life, living your normal life and killing time, you're actually like contributing to a cognitive surplus. It's weird, but in this generation, I guess like the way the majority of people kill time is by using their phones. And by basically using your phone and killing time, you're actually contributing to a cognitive surplus. And it's really weird how like now, and after I read this, like now that I think about it, like how am I just by only killing time contributing to my generation? It's weird. But I think this is like a an interesting approach to like how technology is changing our life. And it's by Jennifer Blair, and she writes about how like dating apps have changed and how meeting people in person has changed because of the rise of technology. And she talks about like how these dating apps started coming along after the rise of technology. Obviously, you had like dating websites before, but now you get search of dating websites on the Apple Store, you got like five different ones, such as like Tinder, Grinder, Bumble. I could go on and on. And one good thing about these apps, and I guess for technology in general, is just like it's just much more easier to interact with somebody over the phone, like over a screen, instead of coming up to them at a bar. So, let's say for example, and I have some friends that can relate to this, not me, that they're scared to come up to they're scared to come up to somebody at the bar, and they'll just say, "Oh, I'll just find her Instagram. I'll just find her social media somewhere," and then they'll go from there. But the thing is, when you take that route, yeah, you get their Instagram, yeah, you have them on social media, but the thing with that is like, is that are are they really showing their true personality, or is it just like a fake to try to like catfish you, I guess. And unfortunately, I've had some friends succumb to this. But yeah, that's the one bad thing about online dating is just that like people can it's easy to talk to somebody behind the screen. It's easy to hide your personality behind the screen. And as a result, like I guess good people get catfish and they get sold on a relationship that they never really even had. So I guess yeah, technology and social media it has its benefits like easy accessibility. You get to connect to people all over the world. You can meet people, and that's that. I mean, I've done my fair share of meeting people in college. I've gotten to know people via social media, but what do I know about them over social media? You have to go talk somebody. You have to talk to somebody like face to face to really get to know who they are. So yeah, overall, I just want to say that like technology, even though every year we're getting more and more technological. I mean, like 2 years ago, we were primarily in person learning religiously. Now, I guess with COVID and we're, but it helped accelerate the rise of online learning and technology. So I will say like overall, it's technology is good, but you need to know its limits and what it does to you. So toodaloo.